U.S. History students, and welcome to the Week 8 quiz. I'll be reading the quiz questions and the answer options as well. This quiz has 10 questions. When you get down to the bottom of your quiz, please make sure to click on Submit Quiz to ensure that it goes correctly into, and it is entered correctly into the gradebook. Question 1. Which group experienced falling incomes, a credit crisis, and a poor standard of living in the years before the Great Depression began? Auto workers, bankers, farmers, stockbrokers. Question 2. Which of the following did not contribute to the Dust Bowl conditions in the Plains states? Overplanting of wheat, stripping of natural gases, severe drought, clear cutting of the region's forests. Question 3. What was one effect of the Great Depression on the lives of ordinary Americans? Families had little cash to buy goods, businesses laid off workers or closed down, people lost their savings due to bank failures, or all of the above. Question number 4. Why was Herbert Hoover, an incumbent president, easily defeated by Franklin Roosevelt? People wanted someone with a broader background in money and finance. The country's economic problems had grown worse, and people thought Hoover wasn't doing enough. Franklin Roosevelt was known for his humanitarian work. Hoover did not campaign because he was working on solving the financial crisis. Question number 5. What was referred to as the first 100 days? The first 100 days after the stock market crash, when the Depression was the worst. The number of days it took the banks to recover from the Depression, a period of time when the unemployment rate rose, or a period of time when Congress and President Roosevelt created the first set of New Deal programs. Question 6. What was the purpose of FDR's New Deal? Provide aid, jobs, and economic relief to the poor, increase taxes on rich Americans through socialism, move the country away from capitalism and towards communism, or increase government spending and create a deficit. What were FDR's fireside chats? Appearances on the TV for FDR to address the American people about depression? Debates on the radio between FDR and Hoover about the plans for ending the economic crisis? Speeches on the radio by FDR to speak to the American people and ease their fears about the Depression? Speeches on the radio by FDR to share tips and suggestions for the American people to keep their homes warm during the Depression. Question number 8. Which agency was not created during Roosevelt's New Deal? Social Security Administration, Civilian Conservation Corps, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, Department of Housing and Urban Development. Question 9. What were the major criticisms of the New Deal? FDR did not act quickly enough to respond in response to the crisis. Some people said the legislation had not gone far enough, and others thought it created too much government. It created a socialist party, which upset the existing two-party political system, or the laws passed in the New Deal were so complex that they could not be put into action. Question 10. Which is a common historical view of the New Deal? President Roosevelt failed to understand the needs of the common people during the crisis. Reforms were not needed in the U.S. during the Great Depression, and people would have been fine without them. The New Deal was a revolution similar to what happened in several European nations. President Roosevelt was unable to end the Great Depression through his programs. Once you've reached the bottom of the quiz, again, be sure to click Submit Quiz. Good luck!